Good morning, children. My today's topic is rancidity. Dear children, have you ever tasted or smelled the fat and oil containing food materials such as chips, curd, cheese, nimki, mixture, etc., which have been left over for long time unused? Yes, when food containing fat and oil is left as such for a long time, it becomes stale. The stale food often develops bad taste and smell. Actually, the oils and fats are slowly oxidized to certain bad smelling compounds. These compounds are volatile nature and release foul smell, and this is known as rancidity. Definition for rancidity: the aerial oxidation of food materials containing fats and oils such that they become stale and start smelling bad is called rancidity. Methods to prevent rancidity. There are various methods to prevent rancidity. Number 1, vacuum packing. Food must be kept in airtight container so as to ensure limited supply of oxygen. Second, keeping food items at low temperature. Refrigeration of food also slow down their rancidity because the temperature inside the refrigerator is very low and also direct contact with air and oxygen is avoided. Next method, replacing air with nitrogen gas. In bags containing potato chips and other similar stuff, the air is quite often replaced by nitrogen. This nitrogen checks the oxidation as well as rancidity of food stuff because at room temperature is inert gas. Next method, avoiding direct sunlight. It is always advisable to place food materials and cooked food in place away from direct sunlight. This will slow down the process of rancidity. Rancidity can also be prevented by use of antioxidants. Antioxidants are the chemical substances which check the oxidation of fats and oils present in the food, and thus food do not get rancid. The two common antioxidants are BHA, butylated hydroxyanisole, and next BHT, the full form butylated hydroxytoluene. With the topic rancidity, the chapter 1 chemical reaction and equation is over. Now children, let us discuss some important question of higher order thinking. Question number 1. You are provided with two containers made up of copper and aluminum. You are also provided with solutions of dilute HCl, dilute HNO3, zinc chloride solution and water. In which of the above containers can this solution be kept? The solutions to be kept in copper container are dilute HCl, zinc chloride and water, whereas dilute nitric acid cannot be kept in copper container. The reason for this answer is copper is less reactive than hydrogen and zinc, and hence hydrochloric acid and zinc chloride cannot react with copper metal, whereas nitric acid, as it is a strong oxidizing agent, it can react with copper metal to form copper nitrate, nitrous oxide and water as per the reaction. Water can be stored in copper vessel because no chemical reaction is expected between copper metal and water. Now, as aluminium is more reactive than hydrogen and zinc, so that dilute HCl and zinc chloride solution cannot be stored in aluminium vessels, because aluminium reacts with hydrochloric acid to form aluminium chloride and liberate hydrogen gas, that is Al plus 6 HCl to form AlCl3 plus hydrogen. As well, aluminium reacts with zinc chloride Al plus ZnCl2 to form AlCl3 plus Zn. Whereas nitric acid, as it is a strong oxidizing agent, initially it reacts with aluminium to form a thin layer of aluminium oxide. This aluminium oxide gets deposited on the surface of metal and make it passive towards reaction with the acid, so that no reaction takes place between aluminium metal and nitric acid, so that nitric acid can be stored in aluminium vessel. Likewise, aluminium cannot react with water as well, whereas steam cannot be stored in aluminium container, because in the form of steam, water can react with aluminium to form aluminium oxide and liberate hydrogen gas.